everyone, I hope that you are doing alright. In this video I want to show you how I use one of my Confluences when it comes to taking a trade as a day trader. I hope that it will help you in the future, and if it did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel because here I give more free tips. I have some interesting materials about forex trading, especially about smart money concepts. First of all, I want to mention that the Confluence that I'm going to talk about today is the Asian session, respectively Asian high, Asian low and Asian midline. And what I do in order to observe where it really is, basically where the session is, I'm using a personalized script, sessions highs and lows, but as far as I know, there are many scripts created as indicators right here. So if you just search for one of them, for example, Asian high and low or Asian session, you will catch something similar to what I have right here. So for me it's like a blue rectangle, but for you it may look a little bit different. For example, I have another one called session, and if I opened it up, it shows me all the sessions in colors. I know it may be too much for some of you, so if you don't find any kind of this type of indicator, you can just mark it on your own, like the Asian high and the Asian low, and put it in a box like this by being guided by the colors from this indicator. And if not, just search for something similar to what I have. As I told you, my script is personalized, but it's something common, it's not rare. You can do it in many ways. It depends a lot on which way you prefer. So for now, I'm just gonna let the script in. The script is pretty good actually because it also shows me the German session, the volume in London and also the volume in New York. But for now, I want to talk only about what's important to me when it comes to Asian high, low and midline. So usually what I'm waiting for in a day, what I expect is for either Asian high or Asian low to be taken. There are like rare possibilities for each of them to hold. For example, let's take 25 January, which was a Wednesday. As we can see right here, the Asian high wasn't taken immediately, but when the German session came and also the London session came, the Asian low was taken first. So this is a Confluence for me. The idea is that I won't expect to take trades in between these areas. Like, I am not guided by these lines. I usually wait for something like this to happen before entering a trade in order to realize where the market is heading. Also, usually I have a Confluence regarding London and New York, but I'm going to talk about it in another video. Let's go to another example. As you can see right here, the Asian high was taken first. So after I see something like this, I immediately search for a position. If I have other Confluences too, but this shows me that the position might be good. Okay, so if you pay enough attention, you can actually see that the Asian high is taken first, and after some time the Asian low is taken too. This is not the best case because in this case only the low was taken, but if we go here, the Asian low was taken first, and after some time New York came in the same day and took the Asian high too. So basically the rule that I observe on XUSD pairs is that either one of them is taken, but most of the times they are both taken in the same day. So if you see that, for example, the Asian high was already taken, it means that in the nearest future, in the next session, the Asian low will be taken too, probably, mostly, as I can say from what I observed, from what I backtested. For example, here, as you can see, only the Asian high was taken because probably the bullish trend was strong. As I mentioned, it doesn't always happen, but most of the time it does. For example, right here, the Asian low was taken, and after that the Asian high. We can see that the trend is given by the second low or high that was taken after. So for example, here we took the low first and then we came and took the high, so this means that the trend for the day will be bullish. Let's look for another example. In this case only the low was taken, so we don't have that Confluence, but at least we know that one of them was taken, which is mandatory as a day trader. So London came, took the low and continued its movement. After that, the next day another Asian session comes, does the same thing, ranges a bit and then continues with a bullish movement. Right now I want to search for some Asian midline examples too. Right now I'm on GU because basically this is the pair that I'm trading most of the times lately. So here is the perfect example for the Asian midline. Usually if the market doesn't take the low or the high, or simply doesn't wait for the market to arrive into one of these price points, it can go for a position, for a POI straight from the Asian midline. So as you can see, if we mark this up, we have a demand level straight in the middle of the Asian session. We can use that in our analysis. Another example right here on 28 December, As you can see, the market was ranging a bit. First of all, the market took the Asian high, and then in London it came back to the Asian midline. Even though we had no POI, it reacted from here. So it doesn't even have to be a POI, but the market will react sometimes from it. If you're wondering if I would take this trade, probably not, because I'm waiting for more conferences. This is the zone when the market usually reacts when it comes to Asia. Again, if I look back, this is December, so it's not the best month. But if I go back more, you can see that this thing happens a lot. So this is almost close, but I won't take this as an example. Maybe this one. Yes, this one is okay. The market didn't take neither the Asian high or the low, but reacted somewhere in the middle, in the Asian midline, and then went straight up. Probably there were some news or something back then. I don't know for sure, but it looks like it. Going back again, as you can see, the 1st of November, again, we took the Asian high first. Then the market in the London session, in the London volume hours, came back into the midline. And then we had a small bullish reaction. And then after some time, in the same session, I think, no, actually in the New York session, the market came and took a short position. On 31 October, New York took a short too, so the market followed the same position the next day. I can switch to Euro USD because you will see that it's exactly the same thing no matter the pair. If it's XUSD pair, it will do the same thing. So let me look for another example for the Asian midline. This chart is kind of messy because I didn't use it in a long time. As I said, I trade more GU in this period, but let me search for it. This is a perfect tap in the midline. We also have a POI, a doji bearish candle right here. So we can use that for an entry. If you're from Europe, I know that this is pretty early in the morning, but if you want to catch it, you can catch a lot of good positions right before London or exactly when London opens, because the London volume hours are exactly when the market opens. For example, in New York, you have to wait like 1 hour, 1.5 hours until you can catch a good position. But for London, it's from the start. Again, as you can see, Asian midline, a little bit lower, but close to it. Another one, as you can see, I even marked that. I traded that. It's exactly in the middle. London came. We had a tap and a strong rejection to the downside, and the trend continued bearish. Probably in some time we took the liquidity from here because it's a lot of accumulation, if I'm not wrong. Yes, we did. And we created a bullish trend after. So I know this is short, but basically that's it. That's the Confluence that I'm using. Trading doesn't have to be hard, but if you have the right Confluences, it will go pretty well. And also I want to mention the fact that if you don't know what broker to use, I recommend you HeroFX, which is pretty good. You also have a bonus of 50%. For example, if you deposit 1K at the beginning, you will receive 2K to trade with. And also they have 1 to 500 leverage. The minimum deposit is $25, and the withdrawal method is by crypto, so for me it works pretty fine. And if you want to check that, you can go for the link in the description box. Thank you for watching, have a good rest of the day, and see you next time.